Okay, this is a video for Ekemini, and it has to do with some problems you're having some difficulty with in Alex. Okay, so this is a direction. It says, please graph this. All right, let's do this old school, okay? All right, so we're going to pick two values, 0 and 1, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to do the parent function first. Y equals, what is this? 3 to the x. We're not going to do any transformation. You agree that would be a 1, and you agree that would be 3. 0, 1, and 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this function goes this way. Okay. However, that's not the question they asked you. They asked you this one. G of x is equal to 3 to the x plus 1. We know that this is a transformation of the blue graph moved to the left 1 unit. So we're just going to take the ordered pairs and move them to the left 1 unit. Okay? And when we do that, we have this line, or this curve. Okay? All right, let's do that again. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I did the last one. That was the last one you had a question about. Let me go back to the beginning. Okay? All right, this one says graph the function g of x is 2 to the x minus 2. Okay, now let's do this old school first. Y is equal to 2 to the x. Now we did that. We did the table of values, x and y, 0 and 1, 1 and 2. All right, we did that. And we know that if we put that on the graph, it's going to be 0, 1, and 1, 2, just like you have, okay? But they have a transformation here. They're saying g of x is equal to 2 to the x minus 2. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move these 2 points down 2 units. So instead of 0, 1, we have 0, negative 1. And instead of 1, 2, we have 1, 0. Okay? Then another thing we need to know is the horizontal asymptote is moved down 2. Okay, so again, these are the points. We got the horizontal asymptote here, okay? And then we got to draw the curve, okay? So I'll draw the curve with a different color. Okay, now what's the domain? The domain is all real. And what's the range? Y is greater than negative 2. Y is greater than negative 2. Okay, and this is the graph answer that they gave, which matches what we just did. All right, now we have a really crazy graph right here. Graph the function blah. Okay, so here's blah. Now let's do a little thinking here. First of all, the parent function is y is equal to 1/2 or 1/3 to the x. Before I do anything else, what does that look like? Well, we did 1/2 to the x. You may remember was decreasing, right? Let's do a little table of values. Okay, we got x and y. Let's do negative 1, 0, and 1. All right, negative 1 is going to be a 3. 0 is going to be a 1, and 1 is going to be a what? 1/3. Okay, could I, on my piece of paper right here, could I graph those points? -1, 3, 0, 1, and 1, 1/3. I could, couldn't I? Now, the question is, we have a couple transformations. Number one, we got a negative out in front. What is that going to do? It's going to take the graph and it's going to flip it, okay? Then we have a -2 over here, which means I'm going to go down 2. So I'm going to take this graph and I'm going to move it down 2. All right, so the first thing that I would do is I would mark, okay, let's just do it in green since I like green. This is the horizontal asymptote at -2. Okay, we got that. Now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take our points. Remember what those points were. -1, 3, 0, 1, and 1, 1/3. We are going to have to flip them over the y-axis and then move them down 2. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to go down -3 and then move it down 2. 1, 2. I'm going to take the 1, move it, reflect it, and move it down 2. 1, 2. I'm going to take the 1/3, reflect it, it's going to be like right there, and move it down 2. It's going to be right there. All right, now I'm going to try to draw a smooth curve through these points right here. Now, it's pretty nasty, but imagine that's a smooth curve, okay? All right, and that's what you would have to do. Domain, all real, range, y greater than -2. All right, let's look at this one. Graph the function blah. Okay, so this is actually 2 to the x plus 3, which means 3 up. Okay, 3 up, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my horizontal asymptote. 3. Okay, there's my horizontal asymptote. And I'm going to take the graph y equals 2 to the x. Now, again, what does a graph of y equals 2 to the x look like? 0, 1, 1, 2, blah. Okay? And what am I going to do with that? I'm going to move it up 3. So instead of 0, 1, 0, 1, I'm going to move that up 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, instead of 1, 2, I'm going to move that up 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Now I have these 2 points. Can I draw a smooth curve through those 2 points? Yes, I can. That almost looks good. Okay, so that's that problem. I hope that helped you. All right, we got that last one that I did. All right, I hope that these problems helped you. It may be understanding the graph. It may be understanding how to do the Alex program. I think that may be what the problem is. So what you got to do is you got to put your points in there first, then draw the line. Okay. Ask me again tomorrow in class if you still have a question. Very good.